we say, okay, very authoritarian way of an approach.
Why is MOM not administrating the points?
You are promoting something, and that is the reason why I'm not giving you the point. There should be a clarification.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Blueprint by Champions. Today I have with me, as usual, Khairul and Imran. Welcome guys.
Glad to be here. Always happy to be here with you guys, you know.
Hi, good to be back. Great day.
Today we are going to discuss about the relevance of CISO pertaining to safety officers, in Singapore. So how are they actually benefiting us in our industry?
CISO, I always have wondered what are they doing, because I only hear them as an institution for safety officers. But what do they do? What is their role? Because I'm a WSH officer for the 13-14 years, but engagement with them, I can say, is like close
Minimum?
to zero. Close to zero, because recently when I went to go and read up on them, I realized that they have quite a good number of courses, seminars,
I think there's one seminar that's coming up also.
but there is no engagement. We are safety officers. Maybe they want us to be members. Maybe we have to sign up the membership. But if I want to sign up the membership, I want to take up a membership, even if at the gym, I want to take up a membership, I need to know about them. I need to
What are the benefits?
and all that. So there's no communication and all that. So the term Singapore Institution for Safety Officers, so they are targeted for the safety officers. So are they going to be a platform where we can raise concerns, we can have tell our issues, problems? Will they be made?
Are they like an
assisting?
association? Yeah, normally associations take up cases of workplace safety and health officers if they have any issues.
Definitely, there are a lot of safety officers out there who need a lot of
Guidance, I would say.
guidance and all that.
Especially
So-
new guys.
Yeah. So what is the engagement? How do they engage such people? They have some mentorship program and all. I read about it because of this broadcast topic. So it's because
But I
when
guess the
go in-
awareness is not there because we
the
don't know.
awareness, correct.
Yeah.
So there should be more engagement, more communication, so that the new WSH officers can have a platform for learning, mentoring, and all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Correct.
yeah.
So Imran, just curious. I guess you have been longer in the industry than me. Have you took any courses with CISO before? Particularly any.
No, I've never actually be a part of that or took part of any of their courses, but I knew some who actually attended the courses by CISO itself. So actually my question is that by attending these courses, what intrigues me when we are in this topic is that, number one, is it free? The courses, are they when you talk about this membership, is it free?
No, of course you need to pay. I guess like every association, you have to pay.
So the benefits with regards to this, I mean, I really want to understand this. Okay, as an association,
What are the benefits?
I join, let's say this gym, 24 hours gym, right? I have access to them.
Not only that, you have a free towel, you have a free bottle.
The free, get a lot of things the freebies, I will get, and then I know where to go, what to do, and stuff like that. I'll go to the gym, 24 hours and stuff. So it applies the same with this ISO thing.
Do they have like a library in their website where you can download documents? Because I know that they used to do, but I'm not very sure whether it is still applicable now because I have not heard anything about it as of now. So in case, let's start from basics, because maybe some viewers who are coordinators, they don't really understand how this safety officer thing works. So how this safety officer is, you are given a license, we are given a license 2 years, you need to accommodate 40 points and then you renew with MOM.
Yeah.
So this is something that I want to touch about. I think this has been on the ground for some time. The renewal is done by MOM because they are the authorities.
Okay.
But the SDU points is being administrated by CISO. That means, for example, those who are running all these courses, the SDU points, it's given by CISO. Those who are doing seminars is given by CISO. I want to understand.
What
Do you think this is appropriate?
My take will be this, right? They are the only association that is doing this.
They are the only association that has been tasked to actually allocate SDU points.
I find that it's very concerning, right? I mean, having just one party
Okay,
or an association to actually give this
SDU points.
SDU points.
Because I think, Khairul, we would be aware, when it comes to CPD points, it is strictly enforced by SCDF.
SCDF. Yes, there's no third party involved.
There's no third party involved. Why? Because they are the authorities. They hold responsibility. They don't go and outsource it to a third party. I give you an example. Just imagine if we want to register as a safety officer, and then we have to register with a third party, not with MOM. MOM, sub it out to that will be ridiculous, right? What will be the competency level in Singapore then?
Yeah, I mean, we already have MOM.
Yep.
Then we have Workplace Safety and Health Council.
Okay, yep. That is
Correct.
something that is strongly related, obviously, to MOM.
So then we have CISO.
Yeah.
Now CISO is given or tasked or entrusted to give these SDU points.
Yes, correct.
Why?
I'm not very sure.
My question is,
Maybe the ministry is might have be overwhelmed, so they have outsourced this as such. But one party doing it, I think it's fair. It's okay.
okay.
But they themselves are also conducting classes, and giving them the points for themselves.
So is that a conflict of interest?
I take it. I mean, if you ask me, it's definitely a conflict of interest.
So that is the alarming part. But if you look at it, they also, at the positive side, they also have some good courses, seminars, conferences they do and all that. That is yes, a big yes to them. But question here is, ministry has entrusted you to award points to the respective institutions, training centers, organization who wanted to conduct seminars and all that. As such, you will give them the points. I understand that. I think 1 hour, 1 point.
Yep. So they have a different.
That's what I read up on it also. I say
They have different tiers, like 1 hour, 1 point, and
then
something like that.
maximum up
Yeah,
to 20.
maximum up to 20. Okay, there's a guideline. That is something that is very good. You have a guideline because, for example, let's take SCDF. Kudos to them because I would say they are super because they have a team who issues this CPD point. You submit to them, there's no guideline, 1 hour, 1 point. They will assess it. The authorities will assess it.
Based on the context
On
of
the content. On the content of what that is
They
submitted.
have a dedicated team to do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a team just to actually go and review all the content, and then they'll give you the points. On top of that, they will actually suggest to you, like, okay, these slides, why don't you, make it more nicer, more this, put in more text to it or put more photos to it, and that is how an authority works. Where we look up to them.
That's very that exactly that's very robust, I would
Yeah.
say, right? Number one, they give you guides.
Okay.
Right? Because you have to meet a certain expectations, right?
Exactly,
To
definitely.
give you guides, and at the same time, it molds, and then that's the spirit of growing up together.
Yeah. And
Alright.
when it comes to SDU points, when you register with actually, you send in your application form to CISO, you do not need to send in the content. You only send in the agenda.
Okay.
Based on that, they issue the points. So my question here is that how do they know, is it 1 hour, 1 point? Or how do they know, there's a different tier, 2 hours, 1 point? Because there's a different tier. How do you actually gauge it just by the agenda? If you do not go through the slides, when you do not request the slides that of the speakers.
You submit agenda, then the agenda must have what, or is it a summary of the whole entire thing?
Okay, so how it works is that there's application form. Where you fill out application form, they ask everything. What is the speaker's name? What are you all going to discuss? And everything. Everything, to give credit, yes, they do ask. And they ask
Duration?
everything. That means they will say that how long is your call, how long is your seminar, which day is it on, and etc. Everything is in the application form. That is good, no problem. Separately, they will even ask you to send just the agenda. That means what time to what time, who's speaking, that kind of thing. That's a good,
Okay.
yeah, good. Everything is good. But what I'm trying to say is that you do not ask the slides. So how do you make a judgment of how many points do you give? That is a very important thing that I.
That's valid. How can I assess without knowing the topic?
The topic, yeah. What are we talking about? and
Just
all that.
based on the application form.
Correct.
Or else at least minimally they contact the organization and then call them for an interview or a discussion to get further understanding or context, and then it's fair enough lah. I mean, this is why I look at it. But
So-
without that, just with one application form with the agenda issuing points is
That needs to be improved.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
quite great.
of course.
Definitely, because this is something that we all safety officers on ground has been speaking for a very long time. Why is MOM not administrating the points? Because when SCDF is administrating CPD, why is MOM not doing it? MOM have your own OSHD department. Their own department.
OSHDD, right? I think there's
Something-
another.
OSHD, I think.
OSHD.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have WSH councils. These are all government related. When you task it to an association, how do you actually follow up with the competency? How do you actually follow up that the points are issued appropriately? Do you do an audit on them? Do you check on them? What's your audit frequency? Yeah. So, and basically because this actually stems up from a very bad experience that we have with CISO very, very recently. I guess you guys know that we actually conducted a seminar very recently.
Yeah, we heard it's all over the news also.
Yeah, I guess it's all over, LinkedIn, Facebook, and etc. There are so many people who are saying that they are so glad to could have come. The speakers. We total had 6 speakers, including me and Khairul. So there were another 4 more speakers who spoke about, like Khairul spoke about H homes. Then there was another speaker who spoke about AI, technology, related to data center, related to ID works, all this kind of thing, different industries. So we gave the attendees a very broad knowledge, not just about, one simple topic, multiple topics. And I spoke about the HSEF mobile app. Why this mobile app is very beneficial for safety guys and fire safety guys on ground, ECOs on ground, where they have a special network where they can communicate. But are you aware, Imran, what actually happened during this application of the seminar?
Yeah, I was actually quite well informed lah. And was a few of my good friends, they attended the seminar, and then suddenly they come to know, they were saying lah, it's 5 hours worth of seminar that they spend. I mean, nobody's complaining. They really enjoy it because number one is you make it very affordable. As you know, my end, I always like to talk about employers' point of view, because sometimes we, as employer, we send our
Guys,
guys
It needs to
over.
be cheap. It needs to be good.
I won't use the word cheap lah. I would use the word will be this, right? It took for in order for continuous improvement,
It
continuity, right?
There should
Then-
be a feasible.
Yeah, I must have an ROI also, right?
Yeah,
So I send
definitely.
my guys like this, I'm down 5 hours without a safety guy. Right? And at the same time, I need to spend this much of money. Right? So I want the best of ROI, definitely, right?
And ask Khairul, how many people actually, I think hundreds, they have actually spoke to Khairul that they are not coming for the event because of 2 points. Khairul, you would
Yeah,
have
true, because this is our second seminar. So the first seminar,
4 hour 4 point.
4 hours, we were awarded the 4 points. People attended. We had good crowd and all that. Everyone benefited in terms of the presentation, in terms of the points. So it was a win-win situation. Everything was fine, very fair enough. So people started to question us hey, this is my second time coming. The first session I attended 4 hours. I had the 4 points. This time I'm attending 5 hours. I only have 2 points. They were like, why is it? We also have to understand it's a working day. They have to take, most of them would have to take time off, leave. And all that. And when they come and attend something beneficial to improve their competency and at the same time get the points for their WSH officer renewal. They are short numbered here with the points. It's very, very crucial for them, the amount of points. So therefore this became a very big thing.
So you're telling me it's like nearing the date of that seminar?
No.
Oh.
No, this because your application you have to do prior a couple of months before. So this was I will explain the chain of events very soon. What actually happened, but I would just like to touch on one thing that Khairul said. He said last year March we did it. You will be surprised after that seminar. Actually, CISO, when we were liaising with CISO through email, CISO sent us a full paragraph stating that how glad they are with us. They had a different impression with us after doing this seminar and etc. So we were like so happy. So when we were applying for this seminar, we was thinking that okay, no problem. CISO was so glad with us 1.5 years back, nearly 1.5 years back.
They definitely would have gotten some good feedbacks from the WSH officers who are the members and all that. So therefore they had reverted to this. So
what happened?
So that's the reason. The first seminar went successfully well. Good response from WSH officers. Good response from CISO. Everything smooth. Second seminar, same concept.
In fact, more speakers, more topics.
More topics. And then we have a shortage of the points. Unable to explain to the WSH officers who are attending the courses.
Did they come and attend to witness this audit, the event?
No idea. They could have just, they could have just came. No
maybe
problem.
next time when you guys do this kind of seminar, maybe
Invite them,
invite them lah. Invite them so they can sit down
and then understand how beneficial it is.
Understand how beneficial. We don't want to have a special rate, but what we call this is what we call is that building bridges. Maybe lah. My take is this
building network.
Building network.
Fair enough.
Maybe we want to consider lah. Invite them as a speaker also or what. Right. So I think maybe on that end. But what I'm really interested. To me, when I look at this, sounds to me like crisis.
Something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah. So when I say crisis, I would like to understand on your ends. How actually you do this, like crisis management. How you de-escalate this thing or how you escalate this thing.
I think knowing me, you should have known that I escalated it. I definitely escalated it big time.
Yeah.
Because I would just like to explain what actually happened. Okay. So I need to hold this because
no worries lah.
this we are talking about authorities. I need to get my facts right. So I need to see the whole email trail. Yeah. So that I get the dates right, the contents right. I don't want to get anything wrong, you see. So 22nd April, we send in the application form. 23rd April, they said that, okay, your course is successfully, your seminar is successful, blah, blah. And then on 25th April, they send the CPD code. But then it came back 2 points.
Oh, wow.
So we were surprised. And then my HR manager, sent another email. I actually, because we genuinely thought that they made a mistake. Okay, it is normal. Humans make mistakes. So we thought that, okay, they could have made a mistake, you say. So she sent a very, very polite email, say that I actually doing for 5 hours. I believe he should be 5 points. Maybe, and this is her exact word. She said that we kindly request your assistance in reviewing this. So looking forward, appreciate your kind support. That was on 26th of April.
Oh, wow.
And guess what happened after which you would get a very, very big shock. 4 days later on 30th of April.
What was the response?
You will never ever believe that this is happening in a first world country. Based on their reply. Okay? I'm reading from facts. Okay. Whatever they transmitted with us. 30th April, surprisingly, it wrote at 2 a.m. I'm not very sure who's replying at 2 a.m. Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
They want to impress who?
I don't know, impress me.
I'm impressed. If you ask me, I'm impressed. 2 a.m. No.
Yeah, so they said that, dear sir, madam, regrettably, on further review by our CPD compliance team, the accreditation for the above event is withdrawn.
Oh, wow.
So, it's more of a third world country mentality where, how gangsters behave. You ask me something, I pull it back. So how is it possible that you approve it you issue 2 point, and then we ask you why is it 2 point in a very very humble and kind manner, and then you pull back the point.
I'll say you guys put it professionally and politely lah.
Exactly.
So then they
No, we asked them for a review. We did not tell them or we did not mandate them, I need the 5 points or a review. If they reviewed and say, no, this is the review committee's decision, fair enough. Respect.
Or if you want to pull, you should give the reason. You should say that, okay, we be humble. Okay, we make a mistake. We to give you even 2 points. Why is because blah blah blah. We realize that there's something wrong. So because of this, we need to even pull back these 2 points, which doesn't make sense because in the end, eventually they give us back the 2 points.
so they pull back. After given, then they pull back and then they give back.
Yes, correct. I will come more to it later because this is an extreme injustice that we felt that I had to escalate it to the high level to ministers and my MP.
Oh, good lah. I take it as this, sometimes we have to escalate to the right people when they actually go above or they go beyond that line of professionalism,
Exactly.
As an association, right, you are also being tasked to answer to the public or the people who are actually registered or,
Definitely,
so,
yeah.
they have a responsibility.
Responsibility.
I
a
felt that
guideline.
this is really unfair, or I would say very unprofessional on their end.
Definitely.
Right.
And so when they replied that on 30th April, we replied back, say that, okay, why did you actually pull, previously you gave 4 hours, 4 points. So that's the reason why we asked. This is 5 hour seminar. But you gave 2 points. That's the reason why we asked. And we said that, we wanted just a review. But we are quite taken aback that and would appreciate further clarification behind this decision. So you as an organization, representing the authorities, Ministry of Manpower, firstly, you didn't even give us a reasoning why you pull it back. How can you give someone the point and then we ask you and then you pull back? Then is it because you don't like that we ask you? Who do you think you are then?
I mean, there's 2 angles to this lah also, right? We say, okay, very authoritarian way of an approach, right? You question, I pull back. But another part would be maybe, as what Shah, you said just now, it was a mistake on their end and stuff like that, right? Again, it's a 2 a.m. in the morning, maybe the guy just woke up.
I don't know, yeah.
And then suddenly type to you,
Yeah.
In a hurry or something like that. But again, another lens that I would look not as an authoritarian, but I would say that it's very unprofessional.
Extremely.
Very unbecoming.
Yeah.
Right.
We are running companies, we are operating companies. We know what is professionalism. We know how you are supposed to actually behave with clients. And I'm not saying that you treat us as a client. We are just, normal layman companies that is applying for SDU points, meaning good for the society. We are doing, and at a very, very affordable price. But you chose to treat us in this way. Okay, that was 30th April. I would also like to say then that I waited until 7 May. Again, 1 week. No response. There was no response from 30th April until 7 May. So what I did is that I actually sent an email to CISO again. But this time around, I actually CC'd the commissioner of the WSH department in MOM. And I CC'd 2 ministers who are actually involved in MOM matters.
No, you are prepping up.
Okay. So I also CC'd because I understand that ministers and commissioners, they are busy. So I actually CC'd their assistants and all this kind of thing. I guess their secretaries or something. And I explained the whole thing. Like today is 1 week, there's no reply. Why is there such a do not question attitude from CISO when we send you and that kind of thing? Why is it that an organization that is tasked by MOM not replying to emails? It's 1 week. And you don't even have a guideline in your website.
They don't have that.
Nothing. I will reply within 3 days, 7 days. Nothing.
A lot of A lot of other organisation or structured, I would say, organisation will tell you that, it will take them maybe 7
At least
days,
auto reply
working
or
days, or
something,
14 working days. It's a commitment of
Nothing.
service.
Zero.
CISO, so response to emails and such, I think this is very, very indeed disappointing. CISO being the voice for safety officers and all that, the response they have been given and all is very, very disappointing, I would say.
Especially when you are representing an authority, you should have something like a standard protocol. You should reply to emails.
I think as all service providers, I take it as this, right? All of us, one way or another, are service providers. So there will be service expectations and stuff like that, right? I mean, I just share with you recently. I actually put up a suggestion to TAFAP, right? They responded, phone call, emails, and they have this service guarantee or a service standard that they follow, that every email is in 4 working days.
And if they don't, they actually apologize.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
They apologize. So I mean,
What do you mean apologize? They apologize to you?
they apologize.
Oh.
Yeah, and they say like, okay,
Why? They did had a delay in response.
Yes.
because
So,
let's be fair to them, because maybe they have a lot of emails. and-
but that ownership, that responsibility, and because of that humility approach, all right, you can never be upset with people who
Exactly.
apologize to you, right?
Exactly,
Correct,
because
correct.
everyone
End
makes
of the day,
mistake.
we like what he said. We are all busy people.
And we are so
do
busy.
definitely have encountered this, but apologize and then tell them and then move forward. We will definitely be forgiving, and then we will definitely want to move forward to the issue that we want.
Of
Exactly.
course.
So let me go back to where I stopped previously. So 7 days, I have not received a response from CISO. 7 days. So on 7 May, I sent an email to CISO again. This time I CC'd like the commissioner, ministers of MOM,
Very wise.
all the secretaries and etc. And I explained to them this is what happened and etc. I even posted the paragraph where CISO previously praised us 1.5 years back, highlighting the very key components, like I had formed a positive impression of your organization, which was told by by CISO to us. And I also indicated other pointers like, we are a safety consultant. We are doing so much for the industry. We came up with a mobile app, a social media platform, first, I can say, in the world. And we are doing all this kind of thing for the industry. Why are you making it hard for us? You as CISO, you are supposed to be doing something. You should be recognized. You are busy conducting courses and etc. Why are you making it difficult for us? This is what I put in all the emails I sent it to
during
them.
that process, I mean, you believe that they have actually diverted their focus or main purpose, like.
I actually I'm least concerned about that, whether what they do, but the least they could do is to not make it difficult for us. We are improving the industries. We are creating a difference in the industry. We are passionate about the industry. So on 2 days later, on 9 May, I sent a personal email to both the ministers, highlighting numerous other things like there is a major conflict of interest. You cannot be an organization and issue points to yourself when you are doing,
That's very interesting.
yeah, I mean, if any layman person will tell you that this is wrong. Okay. So, and then I waited until 15 May. So just imagine, I have no response from CISO for 2 weeks. No response from MOM for 1 week, from 7 May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what I did, on 15 May, I decided to give a final try. Before I thought that I should go online. I actually sent an email to my MP, who's actually representing the place where I stay, Mr. Jeffrey. I think he was the best because I sent him an email. I explained everything. 5:40 p.m. Guess how long he took to reply me back?
Tell me.
18 minutes. 18 minutes. He replied me at 5:58.
Now, this is what we talk about, service. This is service provider, you see?
Yeah. All he did was just a one-liner in his email. Sajahan, thanks for your email. Let me check with MOM on your case. Jeff. That's it. And guess what happened? The next day, 8:20 a.m. in the morning, MOM replied to me.
Excellent.
They replied to me, and as normal, they are saying that we apologize, we are looking into this matter, and etc. Which is
A ministry.
enough
Yeah,
From the
fair enough
ministry.
lah. We can't at this angle we can't
Blame MOM?
and blame MOM
But
because
it took
they
8
already
days.
no the reason being is because they already sub to CISO.
no,
or
but
CISO is
I sent
handling
an
this,
email to MOM on 7 May.
asking for this. So again, coming back to there, I will still say CISO is handling this. I do not want to override because I've already given you that authority to handle these matters.
But they are the authorities.
Yes, but then you came to me with a concern. I am still handling with CISO, or let CISO handle this. If things escalated, then they come in. Okay, fair enough. But email acknowledgement to say that CISO will handle your matter or what should have been good. But nevertheless, they did apologize and say that and say
I mean,
that
on
they
a
will-
positive lens, having
definitely.
on their end.
Yeah,
Like,
even though
that's being professional about them. lah.
even though they were 8 days late, they still apologized.
Good.
That was what okay. And I actually informed my MP. I said that okay, Mr. JF, thank you for your immediate assistance. And I wish him all the best. I was like very impressed. He was just a new MP and just an email, and he replied and he got things done.
This is what I mean. This is what CISO should have done. You say, look at our MP, like your MP.
Yeah.
He represent your constituency.
And
It's
then
like an association. He
Looking
represented
at-
these people, these residents, right?
Yeah.
Now, a big burning question here is this being done and communicated through a committee in CISO, or is it a one man making decision? I give the points, I take the points, I respond at 2 a.m. I take my time to respond. Which
Yeah,
is
I mean,
which?
that's very relevant, lah. That's a good point that you raised, lah. Actually,
And-
is there a name anyway? I'm quite curious, lah.
Okay, to be honest, there has been no names from CISO all the way.
Whoa.
Only, all their emails didn't have a name. Yeah, exactly.
So it's an organization
I
that
don't know.
responded to
Yeah.
you.
I don't know how do you send an
So this
email
one
before
man
the
has
name?
responded for the entire
Yeah.
organization.
There was a name only in the final one when they give back the 2 points again. But I don't wish to say the name, but there was a name only in the final email when the thing's blown up. When
So
the MP got involved.
that is when this matter was brought to the committee. They decide, they talk, they look at the contents of the communication and all that. Then someone took responsibility, accountability. They replied you and said the 2 points are awarded.
Correct. So on 16 May, I told you the MOM replied me in the morning. And again, a different person now replied me in the evening at around 6 p.m. Said that again, there was another apology, which I really, am thankful for. That they
From the ministry?
Yeah, from MOM.
Wow.
They say that we recognize that CISO should have communicated their reason for withdrawing more clearly. We will work with them to improve, which is good. And I have also indicated why are y'all allowing CISO to actually administer the points? And they replied back. This arrangement was made to empower professional bodies to oversee their sector's professional development, as we think that they are best positioned to understand and address their sector specific development needs. So this is what happened on 16 May. 2 MOM emails. I didn't reply to them. I was like, okay, you told me that CPD CISO is going to get back. I will wait. And on 19 May, finally, after 19 days from 30th April, CISO replies back. So you just imagine their service excellence is 19 days. If anyone wants to actually understand.
Okay, wait. There's an important thing here. So within these 19 days, there was no acknowledgement or what to let you know that we're looking into this matter.
Zero.
So they just left you in a empty space 19 days.
I just hang by the-
dangling there. What is happening? Yes or no?
Yeah.
And then after 19 days, they get back to you.
Yeah, so if the viewers want to deal with CISO next time, you should understand that I guess their service excellence is 19 days because they replied to me after 19 days. Okay, so what happened? They replied back, say that following further review by the CPD board, we are pleased to inform you that the event has been approved for 2 SDU point. I don't know how many reviews they did. First you give 2 point, then you say review, then you pull back. Now you give another 2 point again. And then this is something that is very crucial that I want to say now, which is I feel with full unjust to our company. This decision is based on the information provided, and one of the contributing factors considered is that this the objectives primarily focus on sharing information about your company's mobile application. You see, the seminar is 5 hours. I'm talking about the mobile application, less than 30 minutes, which is less than 10% of the seminar time. How do you actually put primarily focus on sharing information about our company mobile application? Then what about the other 5 speakers?
They have the agenda.
Exactly.
But I think this is the part where it's relevant, Shah. Where
Why?
when I say relevant, not about how they responded to you, but was the in our earlier conversation you said this, right? Like what the CDF asked, they asked for your slides. They
Exactly.
want to then it's a fair assessment. Now you are having a committee, subject matter expert.
Giving, taking points.
Yeah. Review an agenda.
Okay.
Giving an SDU point based on
The agenda.
the agenda.
And then the agenda already clearly states that my speech is only less than 30 minutes. And I have another 5 speakers who are talking about the various sectors. And you say it's primarily concerning about the mobile application.
I tell you, it's
Where is the just in this? Where is the justice?
This is
in
where I'm
this?
saying, let's give it to them. They might have a concern that this platform that we are going to use would be a platform where we're going to promote the app or sell the app or something like that. Okay, let's give it to them. Okay, they might have a good concern. But a further clarification, number one, like what Shah said, what about the other speakers who talk about workplace safety and to
5 other speakers.
5 other speakers, okay? Number one. Number two, what is this app about? If they go to the context of it, if we talk about the context of the app, it also is related to workplace safety because
It's only related to that.
we are developing the app with so many functions, all related to safety. So they could have called us, okay, please come by for a further review, or please explain about your app, something like that, to get a further understanding.
And this kind of social media platform, who is supposed to actually, do all this kind of thing and boost the industry? It's CISO. We are doing it. We are making, so many changes in the industry. Why are you making it difficult for us? You don't want to do it. It's okay, fine. You have other things to do. But
Are you a member of CISO?
no, I'm not a member. And I'm never going to be a member of CISO because I don't feel the need to, especially after this unpleasant experience that I had with them. Okay, let me just go back to the email trail once again. So, if you realize, when CISO replied back, there was no apology.
done by the ministry.
Yeah.
The ministry already
Done
apologized
today.
on
So
their behalf.
CISO feels that, okay, I don't care, There's no apology. They just replied back is, okay, yeah, I give you back the 2 point, this one, That
I
kind
have
of,
to put it,
I said it's a
kudos.
nonchalant attitude, So I replied back again. I say that this time directing to MOM, even though, I say that, okay, blah, 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 I'm actually less concerned about the points. I'm more concerned about the unprofessional manner where, they actually
How it's being managed and
Exactly.
handled by these so-called professionals
Correct.
from CISO.
And finally, on 21st May, there was another lady from MOM, this time the third time, who
Excellent.
called me. And I spoke quite long with her. She apologized again. That means
Oh,
this is the
dear.
third time. And I told her my whole trail of what happened, the whole event. I said that how there are people talking on ground. Why is CISO administrating the points? How can they be doing course and giving points to themselves? Why is MOM not administrating the points? These incidents that happen, is it because they are, can I say arrogant? Because you are the only association representing?
Perhaps when
Yeah.
there is, you see, I take it as this. In Singapore, there's there's not one, two very prominent security company.
Okay.
This is to create a healthy competition, keep everybody
Definitely.
Alright. So there's always should be another body lah. Because if the way I felt, in our conversation, what you went through, right? It sounds very arrogant of them. Not even a hint of apologies.
And this is something that don't normally happens in Singapore. You see, we are always about service excellence and
Yes.
etc. I spoke to her. I told her, and she said that I acknowledge all your, whatever are your concerns. And she sent an email after that again, apologizing. And then I said that, okay, thank you, and we end it there. And to put it really in perspective, I would say this blueprint actually born out from that incident, because when I went out on ground, I spoke to so many safety officers, and all of them have something to say about CISO. And I always ask them, why do you all not bring it up? Why are you all, if you feel that it's unjust, that, why is MOM not administrative? Why you don't bring it up? Then they are like, no lah, this doesn't concern me. I'm not a training provider. I don't do courses.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
they relate CISO as a training provider.
No, I mean, because CISO issues points to mostly training providers. So it's not
But are
really
they not a training provider themselves?
who?
CISO.
They, of course, they are. That's why I'm saying they are also doing courses.
Therefore, that's why lah. I said, see, when you said this, they say what? We are like training provider.
Provider.
So I said, so they associate CISO with training
Training
provider.
provider. I don't know.
When
So-
they themselves are also.
Yeah. There are so many things on ground, but people are not voicing up. And I want to use this platform to call as many people as possible to voice out something that may be troubling them or bothering them, or something that is not being looked into. It could be anything. It could be workers traveling on lorries, or it could be about mental health, or someone who has better knowledge in this, or they feel that something is not being done to better something. That's how this platform was actually born out of. Yeah. So I guess that's about it that we have about CISO. Any final words that you would want to say?
For me, I would say one thing. Number one, we are talking about why MOM is not mandating the points, why they are giving it to the other party. They might have their reasons in terms of they find that like what they told you, that they find that CISO have better expertise to handle this. Okay, no issues in that, but there should be a proper service quality, like what you all mentioned. That point should be handled, and there should be a proper guidance on the application of the points. If this is number of points, because their guidelines indicate the number of hours and the number of points.
Yep.
Okay, so if they were to say that you are promoting something and that is the reason why I'm not giving you the point, there should be a clarification.
Yep.
There should be interviews and all that. So other than that, let's talk about. They have been in
Industry
the
for
industry
50 years.
50 years. So I believe
How many years?
50 years.
5015.
50.
So
50. They have
I
been. So I guess that's where the seniority comes into.
Dinosaur already.
Yeah. So but
compliance
I differ on that opinion of yours, Khairul. I feel that points shall be only regulated by authorities, because this
I
is very
agree. I agree.
because this is a conflict of interest. What if I give you an example. What if another association opens up, which is called HSE and Fire Association? What if they open up and now they want to do seminar? Then they have to go to CISO to get points, when CISO is another organization by itself.
Yeah.
So doesn't make sense. There's so many conflict of interest going on.
they have some good
Definitely.
things for the safety officers. Number one, it's not communicated, it's not reached out to them. I think it boils down to same thing lah. You have to be a member with them. Then only they start to have all these things.
Communication process with you.
and all that with them.
It's
which is not really a fair deal lah. Because I'm a WSHO, you are a WSHO. We should be treated equally. Then I want to attend your seminar. Then if I want to be a member and I'm pleased with the way you are handling things, it's a different thing. There's no communication with, because, and then you call yourself the Singapore Institution of Safety Officers. Again, I come back to that organization versus individuality. So there might be some flaws in some individuality handling this issue, where they made a blunder. Okay, looking at all the positive parts they have done, but nevertheless, apology, proper discussion session with yourself to explain why, or the further elaboration on why they cannot give you these points should have been there. Not till MOM intervened and then this happened.
Minister
So
level.
many parties intervened.
I guess.
So when people who want to conduct further seminars or all this will be a hurdle, they will want to stop.
Yeah, they will be afraid because-
they want to go through all this process.
Yeah, and a lot of them When they spoke to me, they tell me, say that, oh, okay, we are so proud of you doing this seminar. How do you do? How you? And I always tell them this incident with CISO. I always praise SCDF. You see, CISO have their good pointers. They have been very long, 50 years in the industry. We have never ever find any fault with them. We have just been going with the flow. It's just this unpleasant incident, which, like what you said, it could have been the work of an individual. Yeah. I believe that, other committee members could have actually came into this and tried to set it out. But okay, I guess this is also a learning lesson for them. At the end of the day, I believe every organization make mistake. I hope they learn from this.
The two takeaways I see over here would be how this unpleasant event, or I'll apply it in safety like crisis management, right?
Yeah.
How it was actually being handled professionally by the ministry, coming up
Yeah, they were
clean
very
and fresh and upfront, apologizing what actually happened, and they try to tidy up on their end. Kudos to them. And then even to the minister or your representative, Jeff, on how he responded. The takeaways here is that, as I said, all of us are actually service providers. Be it as an employee, employer, we are contributing to the greater good, right? Be it in safety, in the economy, in everything. What makes us different is service. We have a service guarantee, right? So I think that is another good part. And then, as I second what you say, there are many goods that CISO have done, maybe because of a few bad eggs, in the batch, that actually create a negativity. So it should be sifted out, I guess. They should have do a good housekeeping internally, right? And let's move forward and make it a pleasant journey for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, this is my take.
Much agreed on this. So definitely CISO being an organization who have been handling the WSH officers and guiding them, so on, so forth. There might be some blunders made, but definitely I hope they also take this as a platform where they will improve their
Service
process
excellence.
and then service excellence and make things better. Yep. Hope things can get better, and we definitely hope to have a better working relationship with them.
Yeah, once again, we do not have a personal grudge or agenda against CISO or anything. It's just how this event unfolded. Pretty unpleasant, but again, I feel that there's much to improve on their end. And if they improve, I mean, good to. Though I disagree with the points allocation by them, it should be handled by MOM. I still feel that they can serve the greater good in doing many other things. It's not that they have not been doing anything till today. They actually have been doing so many things for the past 50 years. So yeah, I believe that they have much potentials. Thank you for joining us in this episode of The Blueprint by Champions. We have come to the end of the episode. Do join us for the next episode. We have the topic Zero Fertilities, Reality or Myth. So join us for that episode too. Till then, of course, share, like, and subscribe to our channels. See you.